Recently, I heard a really interesting bit of information about pike behavior. I heard that pike actually have different strike ranges for different species of fish. Apparently, pike are willing to attack perch from much further away than other species. That's because in case of danger, perch tend to stay still and rely on their sharp fins for protection. For that reason, pike supposedly have a higher chance of success when striking perch, even when striking from further away. After hearing that, I got inspired to make a injured perch imitation jerkbait. I like to add the weights after completing the side profile. This only works when you already have a pretty good idea of how much weight a specific lure body needs. In this case, I just want this lure to float, so it wouldn't go too deep and instead look like an injured fish near the surface. With the weights nicely lined up, I can move on to drawing on the chamfer lines, carving them off and smoothing everything out with sandpaper. It's time to start adding some detail. On the original sketch I drew a simple perch gill pattern. Now I'm gonna draw the same pattern on the lure. After that, I'm gonna carve it into the wood. The gills look pretty rough after carving, so I'm gonna try to clean them up with sandpaper. That's definitely much better. I'm also gonna do the same process for the lure's mouth. To seal this lure, I'm gonna apply 2 layers of UV resin. But since UV resin is pretty thick, I gotta be careful not to completely fill in the carvings I just made. I like to go over the sealing layers of UV resin with some sandpaper to remove any imperfections and also to make the paint stick better. But before painting, I need to drill in the eye sockets and add the twist wires. Finally, it's time to start painting. I'm gonna do my best to paint something that actually resembles an injured perch. I thought that it would be a good idea to add some highlights around the wounds, and now it's time to see if it worked out. These wounds looked a little bit flat to me, so I tried adding some dark red paint in the middle of them. So I think the paint scheme came out looking pretty nice. Now to finish the lure I'm applying 3 layers of clear coat, after which I'm gonna take this lure out on a lake. Well, can I find it still? I see the lure. All right. Welcome back. The braid just broke from the most random spot. Whoa. So guys, as you can see, I'm driving. I'm actually driving to another spot because it seemed like the fish were not biting at the lake. The next spot is a river actually. I'll see you at the river. I'm at the river now and the water level is lower than I expected. It might be too low even. But I'm still gonna try to find some deeper holes and hopefully there are some big pike in those holes. Over! Had a take actually. I wonder if he comes back. Not with those weeds on my lure. Oh. Got one. Got one. Finally. Okay. Okay. How are you hooked? I can't see well. Yeah, I'm not gonna even net him. There's some good ground over here. Oh, I'm stuck in the mud. A nice pike. Let's put him back. It started raining. Today's been really hot, so I actually don't mind some cooling rain. Oh, so I'm walking back to my car now. That's enough fishing for the day. I'm happy I managed to get a decent pike with this lure. So I guess I could say that the build was a success. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.